a 6-time EPW champion. He is the Iron Man. He is the Messiah. He is the Godfather. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Davis Storm! He was accompanied to the ring by Amber. Weighing in at 230 pounds, he represents the Untouchables. He is a 5-time EPW champion, and he is the current, the reigning, the defending EPW Coastal Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Marcius Pitt!
That is what it's all about, the EPW Coastal Championship on the line. Referee Matthew Clark holds it aloft as Davis Storm and Marcius Pitt stare at each other from across the ring. It's the calm before the storm, and we are underway in our going for broke main event, title versus career, the EPW Coastal Championship on the line.
That beautiful piece of hardware we just saw hangs in the balance, but so does the career of the very best that this great company, and I'm not even messing around here, this great country has ever seen in Davis Storm.
Marcius Pitt certainly not in a rush to get into this. These men have faced each other countless times before. They know each other so well, and there is a rivalry that just keeps on extending throughout a decade of competition against one another.
Many times these two have faced each other, and the matches have just been 10 out of 10. Both men are alphas. Neither man wants to back down. Both men, of course, are going to want to dictate the pace their way.
And you got to think that Marcius Pitt, at the moment, this is for the Coastal Championship. It's a championship that Davis Storm has never held. But it must stick in his core that there's only one man that has held the EPW Championship more times than Marcius Pitt, and that is the Iron Man himself, Davis Storm. So to end his EPW career right here, right now, tonight, we may not hear the end of it. And you know what? He's just going to be floating for days, months, years, whatever.
Of course, this all came about at Hot Summer's Night. They a war of words between the two. That's when the challenge was laid down.
Marcius Pitt. Chest of Davis Storm connected, but then just saunters away. When you're right, it was Hot Summer's Night. They had the confrontation after Marcius Pitt's successful title defense against Dan Hall. And look, you've got to be honest, Davis Storm was suckered into this stipulation.
He was. I mean, Marcius Pitt paraphrased Davis Storm's own words by saying, "Be great or be gone." And he said, now you have to be great or Davis Storm goes bye-bye. And throughout the challenge of what we're seeing right here, a championship versus a career. And I mean, as much as we've seen these two battle back and forth for championships and just for the upper hand, I mean, both men have several wins and losses against each other. We don't know what we're going to see here tonight, Eric.
That's it. And you saw Marcius Pitt just then close on the corner. Normally when you see a wrestler do that, you say, hey, don't be cocky, you should be pressing the advantage. But both Pitt and Storm know that this is not a marathon. This is a marathon, it's not a sprint. They're pacing themselves This isn't going to be over in a couple of minutes. This is for everything for both these men.
And it's not a fact that when you see two competitors face each other for the first time, there's a feeling out process, seeing what either man is like. This is more of a feeling out process of which way each competitor is going to go because they know each other so damn well.
Exactly right. I mean, they've faced each other in different iterations, sometimes being fan favourites, sometimes not being so popular. So they
different groups on either side as well.
Exactly right. So they've had to counter a lot of different game plans and different strategies against one another. But again, now with everything on the line, you don't know what the other person's going to come with.
I must say right now, Amber's quite close to the action. Not surprised at all that Marcius Pitt brought her to ringside with him. Was very surprised that David Storm brought his good friend Richter to ringside with him. Somewhat of an equaliser, and what an equaliser he is. I tell you what, if I was ever going to bring someone to back me up, I would want Richter as well.
Absolutely. Oh, no. Caught him in the F5 position. David Storm gets out of that predicament very quickly. Catches his arm.
Oh, nicely done by the Godfather.
Cross arm breaker over the rope there.
Does all that more damage.
Come on, you can't do that.
Both these men, we don't really need to like pump up and put over what they're capable of and how good their skills are. They're two of the very best in the entirety of this company's history. I mean, like you said, you've got Marcius Pitt is a 5-time EPW champ, 3-time tag team champ. Obviously, this is his first Coastal Championship run. David Storm, on the other hand, 6-time EPW champion, 3-time tag team champion. Both men have won the Invitational Tournament as well. I mean, these guys have a shopping list of all the great things they've done in pro wrestling. Not just here, but all around the damn country.
Their credentials speak for themselves, but so does the ability every time you see these two men in the ring. And you also see the smarts here of David Storm. Almost got caught in that F5 early in the piece, so straight away he's attacking that shoulder and trying to mitigate the strength of Marcius Pitt and maybe remove the F5 from the equation.
I mean, Marcius Pitt is a very powerful man. He's a very strong individual. You just look at him and know that. David Storm probably understands that Marcius Pitt might be a bit ahead of him on the strength game, but that's not really going to downgrade David Storm in the level of competitiveness in this matchup. David Storm just knows how to go against any kind of opponent, because we've seen so many times, time and time again.
The thing with David Storm at the moment is it actually looks like he's put on a little bit of positive size as well, knowing that he's preparing for a strength-based competitor as well. So maybe it's a case that he may not ever be as strong as Marcius Pitt. I don't think many men in the world be as strong as Marcius Pitt, but if he can actually get closer to the strength of Marcius Pitt with his own, it might be enough to see him get over the line.
While Marcius Pitt might have a strength advantage, dare I say, David Storm has an endurance advantage. This man's conditioning is literally second to none. There's a reason they call me Iron Man. It's not because it's a cool catchphrase. Here's one more than one Iron Man matchup in the past, and
Marcius Pitt just chopped him, and that chop would have just leveled anyone else. David Storm comes back. Oh!
shades of his match with Minoru Suzuki at the New Japan Pro Wrestling Down Under show some time ago.
It's interesting that you mentioned like the international stars that David Storm has faced. I mean, we saw Minoru Suzuki at the New Japan tour, but we also saw him take it to current NXT Tag Team Champion Pete Dunne as well. And let's talk about the professional pride and the professional rivalry between the two. Now, EPW also does their own Match of the Year awards as voted by wrestlers and staff. And in the year that the Untouchables and the Street Gang Hooligans absolutely, could that be it, not quite, tore it up in the tag team division, it was voted that David Storm and Pete Dunne was the Match of the Year. And Marcius Pitt is a proud man, but he would not have liked that got the nod ahead of him.
Oh no, he hated it. Amber now on the... Oh, wait. Richter just letting Amber know that she doesn't need to overstep her bounds, so to speak. Marcius Pitt getting right in the face of Richter too.
Not sure how smart that is, Pitt.
Not at all. He needs to not take his eyes off the prize, especially when you're in there with someone the likes of David Storm.
Wait a minute, David Storm is trying... Oh no. Don't piss up. Wait. Wait a minute. David Storm. You see there, he actually stopped the chokeslam from happening right in front of the referee, because that chokeslam hits. That's it. That's a disqualification. Career over. Career done.
That's right.
That is very clever, but well, he took the long road there, but referee Matthew Clark has ejected Richter from ringside, and I think he's been suckered in hook, line, and sinker by the Untouchables games there.
Matthew Clark keeping the law and order in this one.
And Storm tries to get back in the ring. Pitt catches him, but over the top, Storm goes. Oh!
Wow, that snap power slam by Marcius Pitt. It never gets old. It is impressive every single time I see it. Amazing stuff. Now, just before we had that interference, Eric, you were talking about the international competitors David Storm has faced. As you said, there's been Pete Dunne, there's been Minoru Suzuki. David Storm's also been going interstate on a very regular basis over the last 2 years. One thing that Marcius Pitt threw in the face of David Storm is he's faced all these great competitors, gone to all these lengths, but he's lost. He has not been racking up the wins in these travels and these big level matchups.
Look, that's a very good point Marcius Pitt makes, but I would counter that by saying if you look at the resume of David Storm over a 19-year career, I think his championships and his accomplishments speak for himself. And don't get me wrong, Pitt, I don't see you carrying around any interstate championships or any international championships or contracts at the moment, pal.
Fujiwara armbar by David Storm. It's a good point that you make there, Emac. The thing is, Marcius Pitt throwing that in David Storm's face. It's all part of the head games. If you can get that doubt or the thought of doubt in the head of the Godfather, it can give him the advantage he needs. But right now, what he needs is to touch a rope and do it very quick.
Locked in tight there, but Pitt trying to get to a vertical base. That will give him more leverage to break the hold as he hits the midsection repeatedly of David Storm. Storm realizes the hold is compromised. Hits the shoulder. Amber trips the leg. That's enough of a distraction for Pitt to take Storm to the outside. And
here goes Marcius Pitt, suicide dive to the outside. Ringside fans are okay after that one because that guardrail got sent flying.
They said it best though in reaction to that move. Referee Matthew Clark admonishing Amber, but it seems like there's a little bit of hypocrisy there from the man in the black and white because all Richter did was put his hand around Marcius Pitt's throat. Amber has got involved more than one occasion now. She should not be out here any longer, Olsen.
He should most definitely have ejected her with Richter. Keep this a level playing field. I'm quite surprised at the actions of referee Matthew Clark, but nonetheless, Marcius Pitt driving the lower spine on the corner.
Not surprised at all by the actions of Pitt because he sees the opportunity there, go through like a missile on David Storm, and Storm clutching back that midsection. Just throws him into the rails with such velocity it almost took out some of our great fans there.
Storm mentioned previously in the exchange of words that Marcius Pitt brings out the best of him. Marcius Pitt now doing his darndest to take the best out of David Storm here. He wants to retain his Coastal Championship, but dare I say, even more, he wants to end the career of David Storm. Think about that. Having that on your resume, claiming that scalp, that is one hell of a feat to be able to brag about.
And that's something you can't take away either.
Well, furthermore, you eliminate David Storm from the equation, who's going to be the one to step in his face and say, hey, I've won the EPW Championship more than you. A competitor that always can match everything he's got is going to be out of the picture. It benefits Marcius Pitt in so many ways if he can end the career of the great David Storm.
The other thing is, David Storm is victorious here as an EPW Coastal Champion. Number one, Marcius Pitt will have more than a few doubts that he can actually get the job done to win that championship back. And the rest of the locker room is going to be thinking, hey, whoever the winner is here, they're going to be a hell of a task to beat to actually take the Coastal Championship away.
That's right, there is a long line of wrestlers who'd like to get themselves a shot as Amber get a shot at the Coastal Championship, I was saying.
Well, first in line is Gavin McGavin after coming away victorious in the fatal four-way match earlier tonight. And I don't know, maybe he's got a horse in this race, because after being attacked from behind by Marcius Pitt with the championship, maybe he wants to see Pitt take the victory here so he can actually get an element of revenge.
Story for another time, I guess. We'll have to wait and see. But right now, Davis Storm not looking like he's in a good way, but he's also not looking like he's ready to lay down just yet.
Oh,
with everything that hangs in the balance of this one.
Oh, chops reverberating around the Gate 1 Theatre.
Oh, that back elbow strike just knocked Davis Storm silly. I was going to say, the stakes are high and you have no choice but to go for broke in this main event here tonight. Marcius Pitt, look at the chest of Marcius Pitt. I only just noticed that. What the hell is he doing here?
Marcius Pitt is coming over here. He's grabbing the EPW Coastal Championship.
Grabbing the hardware, but he can't bring that into the matchup. He'll get himself disqualified. I mean, he'll keep his championship, but he's not going to get the career of Davis Storm that way.
And you're absolutely right. Normally, Marcius Pitt might go, hey, I'll just take the DQ, but it's more important for him to end the career of Davis Storm. Or maybe a momentary lapse in judgment, because he was about to just swing for the fences.
Referee Matthew Clark quick on the move there. Nicely done.
Not sure if we've yet got a shot of that one yet, but you see that chest that you alluded to. We didn't quite catch that on the camera, but you see now stomping away on Davis Storm. He's got blood drawn from his chest there. It is so rare that you actually see flowing blood from the chest. That's how hard Davis Storm hit him. Morgan a little agitated with that. He throws Storm to the outside again, almost through the guardrail.
Of course, you're seeing the tempers flare now. You're seeing the frustration come into play. Of course, these guys have been at it for quite some time now. They're very calm, very cool in the early goings. Now things are starting to get a little more personal, a little more angry.
That's it. The water's getting deeper as this match goes on. Storm not wanting to make connection there. Turns the tables. Knocks Marcius Pitt silly. Rolls into the ring. Out of instinct. Wasn't sure if maybe there was a 10-count going there, because again, he doesn't want... The whole point of this for him is to win the championship he has never held. So he's not going to be happy with a counter and a disqualification victory. It's all about winning fair and square and getting that championship.
Davis Storm now with a head of steam.
Oh!
Went high risk, but Marcius Pitt had him scouted. As we've said so many times, these two know each other so well.
They know each other so well at the moment. Davis Storm acquainted with the hardwood floor. And you just got to think that it's near on elementary there. Pitt.
Oh, Irish whip. Storm goes back first into that steel ring post. That hard steel right on the spine.
You've seen him target that lower back throughout this match. The hardwood floor and now the steel, using every element to his advantage here inside the Gate 1 Theatre.
Walking a fine line as well, getting steps and ring posts involved in this one, but... Oh, wow.
Now it's time to return the favour. You've drawn blood for me. It's time for me to chop a hole in your chest.
I've seen Davis Storm be chopped ridiculously by people like Minoru Suzuki, even low-key. Oh. I've spoken to Davis Storm about it. He's told me how much it hurts. Marcius Pitt is going to... Oh, what's he going to...
The whole guardrail is just shook. Marcius Pitt, the strength he has not only to move his opponent, but literally move the staging around us. Referee showing a lot of leeway here. He knows what's at stake in this matchup. Marcius Pitt intimating he wants to go outside, but this is actually Amber. I thought Amber was going to get involved there, but referee was on the ball there.
Marcius Pitt tried.
He tried.
He was trying to distract referee Matthew Clark as much as he could to give her a chance. Luckily, she didn't.
Interesting now. He's got the advantage, but now we're just toying with his food, so to speak. These are not as hard as Marcius Pitt can strike. I'm not sure what he's thinking, enraging Davis Storm like this.
David Storm. Oh, wow.
His head spun around like he was in The Exorcist there. That's how hard Marcius Pitt hit him.
But David Storm is... Oh!
He's saying, is that all you got? Because as hard as you hit, I can hit twice as hard, Marcus.
Look at the look on David Storm's face.
Ooh, huge forearm strike there. Sizes him up.
Oh my God! Marcius Pitt looks angry with how hard he just got hit.
And you see here is one-upsmanship. Again, it's pride, it's a personal, professional, any sort of rivalry here. They just want to prove who is the better man out of these two decorated champions.
Just listen to the thud. These two men are going hell for leather right here, right now. Marcius Pitt just bludgeoning David Storm.
Raining down on him there, changing the angles up there.
Oh! High knee strike by the Godfather.
Another chop to the bloody chest of the Coastal Champion.
All right, that sweet spot as Marcius Pitt's going to... Well, he tried to attempt a German suplex like we've seen so many times before throughout the career of Marcius Pitt. Very few do it better. Oh! Step up enziguri by Storm.
These two men are laying it all out there. They can barely get to their feet. Storm is upright at the moment. And now he looks to go even higher. Does he have the strength, the energy, the will to get up there?
Oh, Marcius Pitt, overhead, belly-to-belly suplex, just launches David Storm across the ring. I was about to say, David Storm, whose chest is reminiscent of Marcius Pitt's now. David Storm is a man who is the epitome of EPW. This is everything to him. You can only imagine the mentality inside his head right now. Oh! He does not want to stop everything he's fought so hard for so long.
Jeez!
European uppercut just sent Marcius Pitt flying.
Sent him flying halfway across the ring, and the landing there, the brunt of his neck falling across the turnbuckle.
Storm going straight back to that top turnbuckle.
Could be lining up Pitt for the double stomp to the back.
Right on point.
Is that enough? Oh, 2 3/4 there for David Storm.
It just goes to show how well these two competitors know each other. The fact of how many pinfall attempts we've seen in this match so far. These guys know they have to damn near knock each other out before they can even try and hook a leg.
And with that double stomp, that would have finished 99% of our roster.
Marcius Pitt.
Marcius Pitt.
I'll tip my hat to the wrestling prowess right there and the smarts and taking advantage of a situation and manipulating it.
Manipulating it indeed. Now he's manipulating the neck of David Storm. Wait a minute. He can't be thinking what I think he's thinking. He's got that German suplex position, looking to suplex David Storm to the hard floor. Storm holding on for dear life.
David Storm back elbow striking all his career behind those shots.
Storm looks out to the crowd, the EPW fans reaching back with their voice.
They are the fuel for what he does, Eric Mack, for so long. Back before there was any professional wrestling in Western Australia, it was that man that helped make it so. Dare I say, without a David Storm, there would not be a Marcius Pitt.
That is absolutely without question, but at the moment, these two men standing on the second rope, trying to hold on to their balance and then throw strikes each other's way. This is a recipe for disaster. This cannot end well. Oh, he looked to have gone to the eye of David Storm there. They again, referee showing a lot of leeway here because he knows if he disqualifies Pitt, that's not what Storm's here for.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! German suplex from the outside into the ring. David Storm got sent flying. Will this be his career?
Just the two, thank goodness. David Storm fights on another day.
The crowd may be chanting EPW, but you know that's a chant for David Storm. The two are one of the same, Eric Mack.
Couldn't have said it any better. Now, looking for that F5. Does he have the strength to do it with that early onslaught onto his shoulder? David Storm also holding on for dear life. Rolls through. Two.
Oh, so close. David Storm nearly won the EPW Coastal Championship and saved his career. We talk about how well these two know each other. Marcius Pitt has not been previously attempting that F5 so often. He knows that he's got David Storm literally on the ropes.
That's it, but that's his best shot. The F5, the finishing maneuver. At this stage of the game, you gotta know he hits one of those and that's it. It's lights out for the match and lights out for the career of David Storm.
Oh!
Another of those signature German suplexes. Pitt now almost desperately going for the pin. Packages him up. Just the 2 count. And you're right there, Olsen. The urgency has stepped up here from Marcius Pitt. Wasn't going for those pinfall attempts earlier. Now after almost every move, he's wanting to end this. Because to your point, if this goes on much longer, I don't know how hurt David Storm is, but endurance is his middle name. He is the Iron Man.
That's right, he's won multiple Ironman matchups in his career where you have to wrestle for 60 minutes. One of those went into overtime as well against Chris Weiss. Right now, Marcius Pitt.
Wait a minute.
Is he going to go for an Eye of the Storm?
He's looking to add insult to injury there, but Storm is not going to let him take him out that way. Slaps away the referee. Referee not only there to count the pinfall or check for the submission, he's also there to make sure that the well-being of our professional wrestlers in that ring is paramount at all times. He might have been asking David Storm if he was going to end it there on medical grounds. David Storm will have none of that when his career's on the line.
No, there's no way he's going to give up willingly. So, oh! Springboard enziguri. Right on target.
Oh no, Marcius Pitt rolls out of the ring and you saw the despair on David Storm's face. He thought that was a shot good enough to maybe end it, but he can't pin him when he's outside the ring. David Storm now lining up and oh no!
Just took out Amber.
I'm not sure if we caught that, Olsen, but Marcius Pitt absolutely pulled Amber in front of him to take that blow.
That is despicable form by Marcius Pitt.
I don't care what the stakes are of this matchup. That is absolutely despicable. What kind of man do you think you are, Marcius Pitt, pulling someone in front of you like that when David Storm is going full bore? With the knees of David Storm and obviously everyone...
Look, David Storm was looking to see if Amber was okay.
Shit!
Oh! It's okay, Eric Mack. I understand where you're coming from. None of us saw that coming. German suplex. Sorry, overhead belly-to-belly suplex into that guardrail. Caught us all off guard.
Well, we were all looking at Amber and...
Well, David Storm was looking, making sure Amber was okay. Marcius Pitt was on the other side of the bloody outside ring area, showing how much he cares for who's on his side even.
Oh, wait a minute. He's now thrown the referee, Matthew Clark, in to count David Storm out. Again, it's a measure of what Marcius Pitt is as a man. He's thrown Amber in the way, thrown David Storm against the guardrail over his head, and now he's happy to take a count-out victory to end David Storm's career.
Amber's at least on her feet. Storm not quite on his feet just yet.
Oh, no.
Using those guardrails to...
He's only got 3 more to get in there. He's out of count of 7, referee Matthew Clark. Oh no, he stumbled. He stumbled down. It's an 8 count. Not this way, team.
Surely not.
The count of 9.
He's at 9. David Storm, get in the bloody ring!
You bloody legend, David Storm.
Emotions are taking over while we are supposed to be non-biased. It's a little hard here, my friends. David Storm means so much to all of us here in Explosive Pro Wrestling. And damn it, he's still in with a fighting chance. Marcius Pitt, though, is seeing red right now.
Just picks him up, body weight and all. Oh! Overhead, German suplex, flips him into the clothesline.
Just levels the Godfather, who's in a very, very bad way.
He's just a sitting duck now. Pitt up in the powerbomb position, sit out as well, into the pinfall. 1, 2, and that's it. No!
Storm kicks out. Somehow, some way, but thankfully kicks out.
We should never ever question the heart and will and desire and the tenacity of David Storm, but how the hell did he kick out of that one?
Because he is David Storm. No one can explain how, but he's done it for so many years, and damn it, he's got to do it for so many more. Marcius Pitt is definitely looking to fresher off the two. He's got him up to the fireman's carry now, because he's going to try and go for an F5. It's like referee got the boot to the eye.
Oh, wait, no. He got in the way, though, the referee, inadvertently. And now, referee Matthew Clark has been neutralised as David Storm on his top. And, of course, referee Matthew Clark is down, got in the way. Wait a minute. He's stirring. 1,
come on.
2, leg
here we go. Damn it, Matthew Clark. That was at least a 6 count. That was a...
You'd think for a senior referee like Matthew Clark, he should be in the right position there.
Whoa, it's the Untouchables.
And they too.
Ward and Slater here. Oh! Damien Slater's blatantly leveling Matthew Clark to the back of the head here. This is anyone, if you can hear me out the back, send out some more referees. Super kick to the throat!
Goodness gracious, that would have taken all of the breath out of David Storm. Damien Slater now directing traffic.
He still looks angry from before. Kendo stick. Come on, someone's clearly hearing what we're saying, Eric Mack. Send out more officials, send out referees, send out the bloody roster if you have to.
There's some symmetry in this. This is how Julian Ward joined the Untouchables with a kendo stick. But you're absolutely right, Olsen. How is there no one out the back sending someone, just anyone, to get any sort of law and order back into this?
What? Slater stopped. What is he thinking?
He's making Julian Ward do it. Much like Julian Ward did to Scotty Ryan, it's time for Julian Ward to show his Untouchables ways. And will he be directly responsible for ending the career of David Storm? How can you have that on your conscience, Julian?
All right, if anyone can hear me, send Richter out. Anybody. Good God. Oh, Julian Ward! Just dropped Damien Slater with the kendo stick.
Julian Ward was not going to be dictated to, and he certainly wasn't going to be the man who ended David Storm's career. That's it for Julian Ward.
Julian Ward's getting the hell out of Dodge.
Pretty wise idea, because when Damien Slater wakes up, he's not going to be a happy man.
Yeah, but we still do not have a referee in this contest.
Where have the referees gone?
There's one laying unconscious on the outside area.
Hey, David Storm again looking for the eye of the storm. Into that fireman's carry position, and F5. And again, that's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, because there's no referee here to count.
Yeah, Marcius Pitt can thank his untouchable cohorts for that.
He's just shoving the referee into the ring. The referee's dead weight. Now Pitt.
Oh, it's Gavin.
Gavin McGavin, what's he doing out here?
He's got the Coastal Championship. Oh, and he's leveled Marcius Pitt with the Coastal Championship.
Turnabout is fair play. McGavin returns the favour. Hits Marcius Pitt with the Coastal Championship. David Storm inching closer to Pitt.
He's made a cover. Matthew Clark hit the damn map.
Go on, move. 3-0.
Marcius Pitt got the shoulder up. Oh, high knee strike by David Storm. Oh, the Storm. Strike right on point from the Godfather. 1, 2, 3. He's done it! He has done it! The Godfather prevails. David Storm will remain in explosive pro wrestling. He has saved his career, and in the progress, he is the new EPW Coastal Champion. Bless you, David Storm.